If you're a high-volume restaurant owner, you know the phones can be a nightmare. 6 p.m. dinner rush, staff is slammed, phone calls are being missed, but you want to make sure to capture every order possible. And who could blame the staff? You want them focused on customers right in front of them to make sure to take care of them and give the best guest experience possible at your restaurant. So you're probably taking a look at voice AI providers to help take the phone stress off your staff and off your back. Hi there, my name is Max. I'm the Senior Product Manager for Kea AI's brand experience, and I actually did your homework for you. I did a complete head-to-head of Kea's call experience against top competitors in the industry, so you can pick what is the best voice AI for your staff and for your business. I place real calls with real orders and real pickup so you can see who's the best when it comes to voice AI. A real honest approach with no gimmicks and no fake metrics. Let's jump into the head-to-head and start placing some voice AI orders. Here's my live test. I'm out in the middle with noises kind of going around. As you can see, I'm on my bike actually, and I'm gonna call my friend in some pizza for him to pick up, and we're gonna see how it goes head-to-head, half and half. So this afternoon, here we go.
Hi, thanks for calling Via 313 East 6th Street, now offering to-go alcoholic drinks. How may I help you today?
Yeah, can I get a large half and half pizza? On one side, can I do pepperoni, and on the other side, omnivore?
Sure, give me a sec. Alright, so you've got one large half and half pizza with pepperoni on one side and omnivore on the other. Would you like to add a drink or dessert to your order?
Can I get the Brussels sprouts, actually?
Great, hold on. Got it. One Brussels sprouts. Anything else?
I think that's gonna be it, actually.
The total is $35.50 before tax and tip. Anything else?
That's gonna be it.
Would you like me to repeat your order back to you?
No, I'm good.
Alright, what's your first name?
My first name is Nate.
And your last name, Nate?
My last initial is E.
Hold on a sec while I place your order. Just a few more seconds. Your order has been placed and will be ready in about 30 minutes. Your total is $38.43. A text with your confirmation has been sent. Thanks for your order.
Thanks.
Overall, post-call, a very impressive call. That was under 1 minute and 30 seconds to place that order as a new customer, right? They seem to have their scheduled greetings in there, having a unique verbiage of to-go alcoholic drinks. In terms of that, the AI knew the menu knowledge very, very well, effectively, moved through it quickly, had an upsell. Seems Via has just a rule set to upsell category items, but we do allow it at the item level as well, and for you to customize what the AI actually says at that moment too. And in terms of the call flow, a few extra confirmations were a little bit a safeguard to make sure the customer really knows what they're confirming, right? And then from there, the order is submitted and then instantly showed up via SMS message. Love the SMS message in terms of confirmation of the make time. You can click into it and leave feedback, see an entire overview of the entire order itself to make sure it's accurate. Plus you have a handy map as a reference to click and do Google or Apple Map directions. And then from there, that feedback immediately comes to your Kea AI call dashboard, right? There's no fake sentiment, right? We hear it directly from customers. And then what's helpful is we let customers know, hey, next time you actually can text back this order. So take a look below on what that text experience looks like. Also, I call it as a new user. Look what happens when I call back as a returning customer.
Hi Nate, thanks for calling Via 313 East 6th Street, now offering to-go alcoholic drinks. How may I help you today?
All right, next up is Maple. We're gonna test and put an order through. I'm gonna do a large pizza, half and half, one with a topping, another with a marketing name to see how the AI handles it, look through upsells, and call the spot. What was interesting about Maple was I couldn't find a location for the longest time. I actually messaged in to find out, hey, who do you work with in terms of this? They said they work with 2,600 restaurants. I couldn't find them in major cities that I live near or friends live near, so I have someone going to pick up the order instead of myself to make sure it's unbiased.
Hi, thanks for calling Levantina's Pizza in Orange. I am your virtual assistant. What can I get started for you today?
Yeah, can I get a pizza with pepperoni on one side and pineapple and mushrooms on the other?
Half and half. Got it. Let me see what we can do for you. Turns out we can't do half and half through the system. I could do all 3 toppings on the whole pizza, or 2 separate pies. 1 pepperoni, 1 pineapple, and mushrooms. Either of those work?
I mean, it says you have half and half online.
Oh, really? Let me double check on that.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Hi, thanks for calling Levantina's Pizza in Orange. I am your virtual assistant. What can I get started for you today?
Yeah, can I do a large half and half pizza, one side pepperoni, another side supreme?
Large half and half. Got it. Let me get that started for you. So here's the thing. The half and half special only lets you do 2 toppings per side, and a supreme has way more than that. You could do pepperoni on one side and pick 2 toppings for the other, or we could do 2 separate pizzas. What sounds better to you?
I'll do large and half, just pepperoni on one side, and let's just do mushrooms and green peppers on the other side.
Pepperoni, mushrooms, and green peppers. Got it. Let me add that to your order. All right, that's in there for you. $24.25 total. Anything else you'd like to add?
What other appetizers do you have?
Appetizers? Yeah, let me see what we've got. We've got chicken tenders, pepper packets, cheese ravioli, BBQ ribs, chicken wings, and antipasto salad. Anything catching your eye?
I'll just do the antipasto salad.
Antipasto salad, got it. Let me add that. What size would you like? We've got half for $6.25, whole for $12.50, or a tray for $31.50.
I'll just do half.
Half antipasto salad, got it. Let me get that added. What dressing would you like? We've got Caesar, sesame, ranch, or Italian.
Italian's good.
Italian dressing, got it. Let me finish that up. All right, you're all set. $30.99 total. Anything else you need?
That's it.
That's everything. You've got the large half and half pizza and the half antipasto salad. Ready to check out?
Let's do it.
Sounds good. Can I get a name for the order?
You can do Max.
Max, got it. Give me just a second. You're all set, Max. Your order will be $30.99, and you can pay when you pick it up. Thanks for calling Levantina's.
Awesome. One thing that's really important when it comes to building voice AI for restaurants is consistency. You could see from the first call, I couldn't order a half and half pizza when it was clearly online as an option. Then from the long pauses, imagine a customer calling, they're a regular, they're trying to get their normal half and half pizza and they can't. That may ensue drop off. You have to have consistency to make sure to reference menu items correctly and push them through to the point of sale. Now, when I was able to get an order through, super fast conversation, and then we had a little bit of that mishap with that dining option. Consistency is required at scale, especially if you have 10 to 20 different restaurants. You have to operate in a fashion where the AI can immediately know your menu and scale across all locations. Something to look out for when evaluating voice providers. Though it's a cheap cost, it comes at a price. Really fast call and menu lookup details, really nice flow of the call conversation. A little interesting in terms of the pricing recap after each item, but I'll let it slide. It's a great call. They're a great competitor, and they have a great price point. In terms of it, I did receive a confirmation text, which I'll have up in the thing here. It's all branded in Maple's logo, right? A thing that Kea does drastically different is we white label to the brand's experience, make it feel like it's their own page, not remarket ourselves, because it's all about the customer and the brand, not us as an AI system. And if a customer doesn't relate the voice AI to this, it may be confusing of what they're actually receiving. Another thing was no upsell, right? They did ask, do you want anything else? But you really got to spark in the customer's mindset of, do you want a drink or dessert, right? Those things push the customer to think, oh wait, I do like Dr. Pepper or Pepsi, right? I want to quickly add that to my order, really leading the customer along to continue to add that cart size. If you do anything else, the customer's blank, right? They're focusing on the task at hand. So it's really important to push that upsell. Next test is going to be with Revmo. They have Donato's on their AI system here. I'm going to give it a call. I'm going to be calling the one in Jacksonville Mandarin area.
Thanks for calling Donato's. To order from our Jacksonville Beach location, please press 1. To order from our Mandarin location, please press 2.
Question 2.
Thank you for choosing Donato's. I've got a couple options for you. If you're calling to place an order or have a general question, please press 1. If you have a concern and need to talk to a team member, please press 2.
Donato's Mandarin, this is Georgia. How may I help you?
Hey, Georgia. Do you guys not use the AI system for your phone calls?
I don't know how to use it.
If I...
It could be down. We've been having a lot of technical issues lately.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
So-
Well, maybe I'll try back or try the Jack speech and see if it comes on there. But maybe I'm going to call right back if you guys don't answer to let it go through. Just 'cause I'm testing it. So.
Okie dokie.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
To order from our Mandarin location, please press 2.
Okay.
Thank you for choosing Donato's. I've got a couple options for you. If you're calling to place an order or have a general question, please press 1. If you have a concern...
Hello, this is Donato's Pizza. I can take your order or answer any questions you have. How can I help you today?
Yeah, I really want to get a large half and half pizza with pepperoni on one side and supreme on the other side.
Okay, got it. Great choice. To get started with your order, may I have your first and last name, please? So, will this order be for pickup or delivery?
First name is Max, last name Tilka, and this will be for pickup.
Sure thing. Thanks, Max. For that large half and half, would you like famous thin crust on that?
Sure.
Of course. Perfect. I've got a large famous thin half and half pizza, pepperoni on one side, and the works on the other. What else would you like to add to the order?
What comes on the works?
Certainly. One moment, please. The works comes with pepperoni, sausage, green pepper, yellow onion, and mushrooms. Would you like to keep it as is?
Sure.
Understood. Give me a moment. Great. We'll keep it as is. Anything else you'd like to add, like breadsticks, wings, a salad, or drink?
Yeah, I'll do breadsticks.
Absolutely. 1 second, please. Got it. I added an order of breadsticks with marinara. Anything else for you today?
That's it?
Just a moment, please. All right, Max. You've got a large famous thin half pepperoni, half the works, plus breadsticks with marinara. Your total is $22.97, including tax. Would you like to pay in store or by credit card over the phone now?
In store.
All right, I'll be right with you. Perfect. Your pickup order is in, and it'll be ready at 7:43 p.m. Your total is $22.97, including tax. Anything else I can help with?
That's it.
Okay, give me just a minute. Thanks, Max. We'll see you soon at Donato's. Have a great night.
Here's another example of a mishap by not being multimodal and translating requirements back into the receipt for the back of house staff to know. So my friend went to pick up the order and they didn't ask for payment. He tried to ask for a receipt in that moment. Still, no payment whatsoever in that moment. They wouldn't even let him have anything because of the weight of the items. They say they've been having a lot of technical issues. So the staff has been feeling the pain of this AI system not working too well, right? Might have just been a blip, but very interesting to hear that point of view from the staff in terms of it.
Rose Mandarin, this is Georgia. How may I help you?
Hey Georgia, my friend came in and he let me know he wasn't required to pay, and I know I submitted it unpaid, and I don't want you guys to go without a pizza paid for. Can I give you my credit card over the phone to pay for that pizza for Max T? Don't worry, Revmo and Donato's. I made sure to call the store back and give my credit card to the associate over the phone so the order was paid for. One thing we do very differently at Kea is we can actually pass the payment status back into the ticket so the staff knows if the order is unpaid or paid when someone comes to pick up the order. All right, next competitor to test is Loman. We've got one of their customers on their brand called Midland Pizza Factory. This is based out of Midland, Texas. I've got someone ready to go and pick up the order after I call it in. Right, so here we go. I've got the number up. Gonna make a call real quick. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a hold line on this. I couldn't get the AI to answer. Can you hear that? Put the recording up of it. Let's give it a try again. Seems like there's an issue with the number. That's interesting.
Factory. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a half and half pizza, one side with pepperoni, the other with supreme.
Got it. Is this order for pickup or delivery?
Pickup.
All right, pickup it is. What size pizza would you like for your half and half?
What do you have for this?
We can do a 14-inch hand toss, an 18-inch hand toss, a 14-inch cauliflower crust, or a Detroit square pan. Which one sounds good to you?
Let's do 18-inch for this.
Perfect. We'll go with the 18-inch hand toss. For the left side, you mentioned pepperoni. Should I make it the classic pepperoni pizza?
Sure.
Got it. Classic pepperoni for the left side. And for the right side, you mentioned supreme. Would that be the super deluxe?
Sure.
Adding an 18-inch half and half pizza with classic pepperoni on one side and super deluxe on the other. Would you like to add some garlic breadsticks or maybe a dessert to go with your pizza?
Garlic breadsticks sound great.
One moment. Garlic breadsticks have been added. Anything else you'd like to include?
That's it.
All right, let me review your order. All right, your order includes one 18-inch half and half pizza with classic pepperoni on one side and super deluxe on the other, along with a full order of garlic breadsticks. The name we have under this phone number is Max. Does everything look correct?
Sounds good.
Great, I've got your order down. You're all set. Your order will be ready for pickup in about 25 minutes. Anything else before we wrap up?
That's it.
All right, have a great evening and enjoy your pizza. Goodbye.
In terms of when calling, there's this weird inflection where it goes from like a light ring to a very heavy ring from the telephony when there's a clean or warm break of the transfer. So that's a little intense as well. I do love the post SMS summary here, saying the pizza's name, and then your order will be ready for pickup in 25 minutes on the make time. Great stuff here, but no link to the order recap, right? Something that Kea does really, really well. Things I really did like, really love the menu knowledge on there, making sure to confirm the item. I just gave a generic pizza of half and half and made sure I selected the size, which was really awesome. Also love the upsell. Great work on that to be specific towards an item. Something you can do with Kea as well across any item you want. But I thought it was really natural to do an item as well as a category upsell. And then in terms of the line at the front, that was really, really weird. I don't know why a line would go on hold if they say they can do unlimited call concurrency. So that's a really big concern that Midland Pizza Factory should take aware of, right? Are calls being dropped? Because if there's a busy line, I doubt anyone's going to call back like I did.
What'd you think of the video? Where do you want Voice AI to go for your restaurant? Leave a comment below or shoot us an email at support@kea.ai. We'd love to hear from you.